I wanted to show you what my slide does because the walls are separating from the floor. That's the slide wall. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to show you how to do it. Real quick, this is what you're going to need for this repair. You're going to need a slide ski or two. They sell them in pairs on Amazon. You may need an angle drill. I needed one because of the way I have my storage containers underneath the slide to get in to drill the holes on the front side of the slide. A drill. The drill bit, I use 3/16. Also, I use stainless steel rivets. I use 3/16 by 3/8 and 3/16 by 5/8 rivets. You'll need an angle grinder to grind off the edge of the slide. You'll need adhesive. I used 3M's Marine Adhesive Sealant 5200. I used a putty knife to scrape off all the residue. Some kind of sealant for the top of the slide ski when you're done. A screwdriver, because you always have to unscrew something. A caulking gun, because I used a big tube of the 3M. A rivet gun. This is a heavy duty rivet gun that I use. And my drill bits. The majority of this stuff I got at Harbor Freight. The rivet gun, the angle grinder, the angle drill, the drill bits. I got everything, all those tools at 3M, at Harbor Freight. And I forgot, you'll need a tape measure as well. I'm going to show you how I repaired my RV slide where the floor here is separating from the wall. And I showed you a video on the inside where the wall's moving. This side is of course different than the other side, which I've already repaired. You can see I put the stainless steel slide ski in here. I riveted it and glued it on the front side of the slide. So now going to the back side of the slide, what I did, and this is how I did it, I don't know if it's the proper way to do it. I got myself a tarp. I laid it out because that way I put all my tools and everything on it, and I'll be able to find them later because sometimes things get lost in the grass. I jacked up the slide. You only need to jack it up about 1 inch or so. You don't want to put your fingers in here just in case it slides down or it falls. And there's a gap in there. And this will allow me to slide the new slide ski into place. Also on this side, I installed this metal plate. It's a stainless steel door kick that you can probably buy at any hardware store because all of my plastic underneath here is falling apart. I had the rest of it taped and screwed in place so it doesn't hit when it slides in. All right, so I'm not going to bore you with the whole 3-4 hour process it's going to take me. I'm going to just film the highlights and show you how I do it. By the way, I just used my scissor jack from my Jeep with the 2x4, and then I have another cut piece of 2x4, kind of spread the weight out to lift the slide. Now here's the slide ski. Now my slide has a bevel edge, so when the slide goes out, it lowers itself down on a bevel. So you have to buy the right slide ski for your slide. And here this is, and what I'll do is I'll slide it into place. I will measure it, so make sure this piece right here matches the bevel on the inside of the RV. I'll have to cut this to length, and it takes a lot of going back and forth to make inside and outside the RV just to make sure you have it lined up, because you definitely want to make sure this piece right here is lined up properly. So what I did, here's my tape measure. I ran it through underneath the slide to the front, or the inside of the slide, and now I'm going to go measure and see what it is. Now you think it would be the same length as the other side, but there's an old saying, measure twice, cut once, so I'm going to measure it, and then I'll know what length to cut my slide ski. And remember, you're going from here, this is where you're taking your measurement, to the back. I'm inside the RV now, and you can see how it has that beveled edge, and that'll match the bevel on my slide ski, or close enough anyway. So now I'm going to take the measurement from that beveled, it's hard to see from this angle, but I'm going to take it from the beveled edge back and do my cuts. So I ran into my first obstacle, and it always seems to happen. It seems like no matter what, I've already done it once on one side, but it doesn't work on the other. You know, when I measured it, it was so different than the front side that I did. And the reason being is this metal plate here is not flush with the metal plate that I installed. And I'm thinking, okay, because I couldn't figure out why one side I cut so much shorter than the other. And if you look at it, this metal plate goes all the way here, and oh, I see what I did. I just bent it up. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. So that no matter what, you watch a YouTube video, you go to do it, it doesn't match your RV or your house or whatever you're working on, you always have to improvise. And that's just the cost of doing handyman work yourself. Now that I've measured, what you didn't see is I probably measured 7 times. I kept on coming up with different numbers. I wanted to make sure I'm getting it right. So now I got what I'm going to cut, my measurement to cut, and I'm going to use my angle grinder that I got at Harbor Freight. So now it's time to cut it. I also use the angle grinder to grind the burrs off so you don't cut yourself. And don't forget, this will be hot. Now I took my angle grinder and I ground off this edge piece. Now I got a nice smooth surface which I'll scrape and clean up. And I had to take the jack off and take the slide back out to get that piece off, and then I slid it back in for about 2 or 3 inches so I can get my slide ski back in. Okay, after cleaning up this edge a little bit, I had to notch a piece out of here to fit right in this piece, and to get around a bolt holding this part of the slide together, I notched around that. As you can see, it's notched, and now I have it in place. So I'm going to double check the inside to make sure it's lined up. Then I'm going to mark the holes, and I'm going to pre-drill my holes in here and in here. Taking my slide ski out, you can see where I marked my pre-drill holes here and also down on here. Just gives me a general idea of where I want them. I put them on this 2x4, and I'll take my drill and pre-drill it, and I'm going to rivet it in. So you want to make sure you use the right size drill bit for the right size rivet. All right, because drilling in the stainless steel isn't all that easy, so I like to be able to get as much leverage or weight on it as I can when I'm drilling it. So, oops. So much easier doing this than when it's actually up there trying to hold everything in place. Rivet fits in there. I got a 3/16" bit and a 3/16" rivet. Makes it a little tight when I keep it that close, but it works. Now I do the same thing on the other side. Oh, broke a bit, which is okay, I have more. These are just Bauer bits that you get from Harbor Freight. They actually work really good. I like them better than the name brand drill bits that I bought from a big box retailer. This is like drill multiple holes, and when I bought the ones at the big box retailer, I drilled like one and that'd be it. And there we go, all my holes are pre-drilled. Now I'm going to make sure it fits one last time, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the sealant on it. Okay, I put it back in for one last look. Make sure it looks good. I'll try to put this tape on here. All I had is a little bit of duct tape to hold the weather stripping back, but so I can work in there. So now everything fits. All the holes are pre-drilled in the stainless steel slide ski. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull this protective covering off that I didn't do on the last time. I'm going to go ahead and use my adhesive, put it on, put everything in place, and then rivet it in. So after spinning the top off and taking a long screwdriver and cleaning it out, I was able to get the old tube to work. So here I have, I cocked it. I cocked it this way because I saw a guy on YouTube do it, so that way the air can come out. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a bead of caulk right on the edge here. Oops, right on the edge here. Slide it in place, push it in, and rivet it. Okay, I slid the stainless steel slide ski into place. The adhesive is on, and now I got to take my drill bit, drill the extra holes into the slide itself, since we already pre-drilled our other holes, and then I'll rivet it in place. So I've riveted the top already. I've started riveting the bottom. I got to drill my holes in the bottom as well. I got one more that I put back here. I don't know if I can get to it. I'm going to get my angle drill and see if I can get in there and drill that hole. Ta-da! It's magically 7 days later, and now the 3M 5200 marine adhesives had time to cure. It takes 7 days. I am going to take the jack off and finish the RV slide repair. And this is where we left off. It's been like this for 7 days. I am going to go ahead and take the jack off. I'm going to slide the slide in a little bit and see if I can add one more rivet to the inside. If not, then we'll call it done. I bought the sticky felt pads, furnace floor protector. It says 1 millimeter thick, to put on the bottom of the slide ski to hopefully allow it to slide smoother. I took the cabinet apart in here to try and get in here and put an extra rivet on the inside, but no matter what I do, I can't get in there with the drill bit, so we're gonna have to call it done. And now I'm just going to put this felt on, which is. So now I'm going to test the slide. I got these slide skis. So when it slides in, it slides onto the slide skis and doesn't damage the wood floor. It does look like a bomb went off in here because I got everything emptied out of the cabinets. I'm going to shut it all the way. Whoops. I'm going to shut it all the way. Make sure there's no surprises. So when we leave on Tuesday, I don't find out then and say, uh-oh, now what do I do? And now after the repair, the slide and the wall don't go anywhere. So I call it a success. And now looking out the outside, I did take off the plastic protective covering on this side. And now it's just cleanup time. Clean up, double check the seals, and we're done. I am so happy that I finally have the RV slide repaired. I started this probably back in February, March on the one side, and it is now July 4th weekend and I just finished it. It's nice to have one of the items crossed off the list.